Mr. Berchtold had such an effervescent, wonderful personality. We became very good friends.
I loved him as deeply as I've ever loved anyone. The mission was that I was to have a child that would save the alien planet by the time I turned 16.
His #1 goal was to seduce Jan Broberg. And if he had to destroy the family, he would do it.
There'll never be anybody for me but Jan. Never.
The shocking Netflix documentary Abducted in Plain Sight tells this true story of Jan Broberg, who was kidnapped by her neighbor Robert B. Berchtold when she was 12, and then again by the same man 2 years later. And I'm joined now by Jan Broberg Felt. I'm honored to have you here. Let me just get a quick take from you as to why you wanted to do this documentary in the first place.
So I've been telling my story for 20 years, and when I had the opportunity to perhaps put it on film in a way that might actually permeate this conversation, get it started around the world, I really knew that I was ready, first of all, because stranger danger is not the problem. The problem is that our children are targeted by people they know, love, and trust, and generally speaking, so do the parents. It's not strangers, it's people you know.
And in deciding to do this documentary, of course, I'm sure that you knew that your family and especially your parents would be open to some criticism or some judgment. Take a look at this from the documentary.
I think we did a few things right among the mistakes. We loved Jan, and that made the difference, and I guess that's the bottom line. Because it's such a bizarre thing. But we lived it. It's all true.
It would have been different if Jan hadn't have been kidnapped, I'm certain, but I didn't feel cheated out of my childhood. I'm incredibly lucky and blessed with those parents of mine and my sisters.
Did you talk as a family about what could be the result and the feedback that you would get afterwards?
Yes, we all kind of waited for each other to be ready, and I think that's why it's come out at the time that it has. My father just passed away, and I was so moved by his honesty and his bravery, as well as my mother. And honestly, without the parents that I had and the childhood, those first 12 years of my life were idyllic and perfect, I don't know if I would have survived. So even though they made mistakes and there was certain things that they both, I think, took to their, well, my dad, I know, took it to his grave as a regret, and they were innocent in it as well as being groomed and manipulated just like I was.
Yeah, they were victims as well. Have you had trouble trusting people in your adulthood, because you were let down, obviously, by a few adults in your life? And I wonder if you have advice for others. I mean, the statistics of missing children and the people that go through this, families that go through this, it really kind of blew me away.
Yeah, when you actually realize that 800,000 cases of reported sexual abuse last year were also 97% of them by someone that the child knew, and those were just the reported cases, you understand this is an epidemic. So yes, are we let down by some of the adults in life, and have I had trust issues? Here and there, but overall, I really feel like I've been one of the lucky ones who had the right parents, who had the right kind of faith in a bigger picture and a higher purpose, who had the fortitude, maybe, the strength, the talents, whatever those gifts are, that allowed me to heal and go through that process, the right counseling, the right experiences, so that I could stand here today and be the voice for the thousands, hundreds of thousands of victims who are my age, younger, older than me, who haven't had the strength or the courage, perhaps yet, to tell their story, and they deserve to be heard.
They do. Jan Broberg, thank you for participating in the documentary and for coming on the show today. We appreciate it. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.